welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. I started off the day with a little bit of coffee with Kilroy. Thank you for stopping by and having a cup with me, or having a sip, or whatever time you spent. And now I'm going into an unboxing and quick look at Viren Invasion. This is an expansion for Warp's Edge. Now, I have covered Warp's Edge, and I will put a link to not only my coverage of Warp's Edge, but also I covered an expansion for Warp's Edge. That was the second expansion for Warp's Edge. This is the first expansion for Warp's Edge, and it's kind of a small one, but you know, don't let the small package fool you. There's some good stuff in here. It says right here, the bugs are back. This expansion pack adds more Viren forces for pilot Taylor Minden to defeat in Warp's Edge, the solo bag building game of space combat. Yes, Warp's Edge is a solitaire game, which is a bag builder. You're going to be taking tokens and putting them in a bag and pulling those out, and that's going to determine, you know, what you can do, but what the enemy or the alien forces you're fighting are going to do as well. Face off against new Viren motherships and their swarming fleets, but not all is doom and gloom. Taylor has access to new skills and new starfighters with loadouts specially designed to combat the insectoid Mentis. Game contents: 9 pilot tokens, 1 starfighter dashboard, 1 mothership dashboard, 3 skill cards, 6 enemy cards, 2 phase markers, and 1 rule sheet. Ages 10 plus, 1 player because this is a solo game, and 30 to 45 minutes. This is an interesting game. You know, instead it has some concepts of deck building, but instead of cards to build for your deck, you have these tokens and you're building. It's a bag builder, so you're putting them in the bag and you're pulling them out and seeing what happens. So this one it wasn't available when I first got the Warp's Edge, and then when I got the second expansion. So I've been on the lookout for this one, and I'm kind of glad to finally get a hold of this because I have kind of a completionist mentality. So I'll try to get that open there. That was a little tough. And I try to keep everything in Warp's Edge box. It's pretty full right now, so this is going to be interesting trying to get all of that in there, but there's not a lot to put in there. So you've got a little rule sheet here that talks about the new stuff that comes in here. 1 page, very small, front and back. You have some new cards here that will, as I said, some of these I think are like pilot skills, and some of these might be more enemy combatants. So yeah, there's some enemies there: larva, worker, drone, pupa, adult, and queen. You got blazing exoskeleton bug spray. That's something probably unique for these bugs, right? And energy reserve. So those are the 3 cards for you, and these are the new enemies cards or enemy minions. And then there's going to be a new mothership in here. Let's dump all this out. So you've got a new mothership. You have the Endless here, and you have the Hive. And this is a 4-star difficulty, so it might be pretty tough. This is a 5-star difficulty, so the Endless is a little bit tougher. And so you're going to be fighting these smaller ships to get to the big ship, mothership, and then most of these games, the goal is to take out the mothership there within a certain amount of time. So you have those there, and that's really thick stock, really nice there. Then you have some more counters. This is probably for the motherships, and then these are some of these new tokens. This is part of the bag building. You're going to basically collect these like you would collect cards for a deck builder, but you're collecting these tokens and using these tokens. They do different things, and I imagine that rule sheet will explain what are the different things that this do. So you have Overwhelm and Exposed Blast are some of these 2 new tokens that you have there. Then we have a new ship, or a couple of new ships. You have the Achilles, or what a girl said in my classic mythology class, Achilles. So you have the Achilles, and you have the Titan. Oh, there we go. That's cool. And this is going to have your graphs or your tracks to keep track of the ship's special conditions. You have its turn details here, and then if it's got any special tokens that it uses, then it'll have that listed there. And so this one's got some smaller tracks, so this doesn't have as much staying power, I would imagine, than this one. So anyway, and those are on that same thick stock there as well. So that is what you get in a box of Viren Invasion, so which is an expansion to the Warp's Edge solitaire space game. That's what I have for you today. Love to know your thoughts on this or on Warp's Edge or the other expansion to Warp's Edge. I'll put a link to those, my coverage on that in the description. There you have it. Thanks for stopping by. The best way I know you stop by is drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about Viren Invasion or Warp's Edge or anything I talk about. Just keep it civil. Have a great Sci-Fi Saturday. And if you're watching it on another day, I hope it's good too. Thanks for watching.